If you think that how you smell does not affect your attraction, you're wrong. In this video, we are going to talk about one of the most important aspects of your physical attraction, how you smell.
What is it? What do you smell? Man flesh.
We will talk about the mechanism of how we smell simply, and then I'm going to share with you the most important parameters of how we smell. And also, lastly, I'm going to give you a couple of tips to improve your smell regarding attraction. So if you're ready, let's begin. Hi, welcome back to Fortification. Today's subject is the smell regarding our physical attraction. The mechanism of smell is rather simple. In our body we produce some chemicals, and then through the cavities, holes or surface of the body we emit these chemicals to the air. Via air, these chemicals are transported to the receiver's nose, and the brain of the receiver processes this information. If you're lucky, she likes it. Well, it's not only about luck, and we are going to understand why when we talk about the most important parameters that are affecting how we smell. The factors that are affecting how we smell are genetical and biological factors, what we eat, drink and also smoke, our health and hygiene and also cleanliness, and finally, our environment. Let's begin with the genetical and biological factors. Your DNA, your age, your gender, they all affect how you smell. And this is the part where the luck comes in. There are lots of scientific studies that reveal the preferences of women related with the men based on their smells. The results of these studies show that women prefer different DNA males. So, that's the luck part. Of course, your gender, your age, even the phase of your life affect how you smell. For example, if you're transitioning from childhood to manhood, of course your smell will change. Or if you're calm and then suddenly you become stressful, your body reacts to that, and of course it affects your smell again. So genetical and biological factors are important. The second group of parameters I want to talk about is what we eat, what we drink and what we smoke. Obviously the potent food like onion, garlic and this chili sauces, spices, etc. they affect our biochemistry. Until we demetabolize them, our body emits a different smell. If you eat them regularly, of course, your body's normal smell will be different. What about the drinks? Maybe you have realized after alcohol how your body reacts, and obviously we are emitting a different smell if we use alcohol. What we smoke, if we smoke of course, is affecting how we smell as well. It is possible to differentiate and distinguish the people who are smoking. This area as well is a bit of luck, because the woman you like, you find attractive, might be smoking as well. The third group of parameters I want to talk about today is related with our health, our hygiene and our cleanliness. For example, if you have a foul breath, this means most probably in your mouth, in your throat or in your lungs, or even maybe in your stomach, you have a problem. Similarly, if you have a problem, a medical problem in your genital area or the places where you sweat like armpits, or maybe in your feet or even in your ears, then there might be a very bad smell. Like in the previous videos I said, you must not ignore your health problems. So your health and hygiene is obviously affecting your smell. A note regarding the sweat. Human sweat under normal conditions does not smell. However, the bacteria living on our skin, on the surface, they produce some proteins, and these proteins are changing the sweat into some a bit acidic fluid. That's the problem, that's the smelling liquid. So normally if you keep yourself dry and clean, you won't smell a lot. unless you have some problems like hyperhidrosis or obesity or insulin problems, let's say. These change the amount of sweat you produce and also the chemical composition of the sweat. So if you have a medical condition like this, like oversweating, and if you have problems like obesity, obviously you should see a doctor. The last group of parameters affecting how we smell is our environment. For example, the temperature, the humidity, the oxygen level, the pollution, even what we wear is affecting how much our body reacts. Imagine if you're working in a very hot place, you will sweat more. This means you'll give more chance to the bacteria to dissolve chemically the proteins, and of course you will produce more smell. Similarly, if you're working in a very polluted environment where there is already a smell which will affect you because it will be in your clothes, even in your hair. If you're wearing tight and non-breathing clothes, for example, it will also affect how you smell. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to receive further notifications from the Fortification channel. Now I want to share with you 4 tips that I believe will improve your attraction regarding how you smell. Tip number 1. Like in the previous videos, I mentioned about not ignoring your health problems. Here as well, I want to repeat the same thing. There are solutions to dental, gastroenterological, hormonal, and dermatological problems. So don't forget and don't be afraid to see a doctor related with your problems. Do not postpone or procrastinate, because it is not only about your attraction but about your health, and it is important. Tip number 2 is related with what you eat and drink. Obviously, if your diet is healthier, you will smell better. Overconsumption of proteins and alcohol and of course sugar affects your sweat and affects your biochemistry in a negative way. Try to have a balanced diet. Tip number 3 is very simple and very straightforward. Use antibacterial or antiallergical cosmetics if you need. Tip number 4 is also very simple and straightforward, and I'm sure most of you are aware of the fact that we must avoid wearing dirty clothes, because even if our body is clean after shower, for example, when we wear dirty clothes, the bacteria on the clothes will start multiply when we start sweating, and of course it will smell even worse. In addition to this, tip number 4 can be ironing your clothes. Ironing will kill most of the bacteria. These are all the tips that I want to share in this video. Please note that we excluded the subjects of cosmetics like perfumes and deodorants, etc. If you have questions or comments, you can write it down in the comments section. Next video will be the last one of the physical attraction series. It will be about our skin and how we touch. Hope to see you in that video. Until then, bye.